Welcome back, everybody, to Open Amp Dreadnaughts. I'm Grubber Grandpa Gaming. This is episode 6 of our Kingdom of Italy 1890 Legendary campaign. So, last episode we did leave off continuing our war with Austria. We ended in October. It's now November. We moved one turn on. And this is actually the second intro I'm shooting for the game because I noticed that the recording software was not capturing the game. It was capturing all the audio, but not the video for the game. So we did justify the fleet action, where we took down one Austrian battleship, one heavy cruiser, one light cruiser, and 4 torpedo boats. And I requested a peace deal, but we didn't get it, and Austria's actually launched a naval invasion against us in northeast Italy, which normally I would not worry about. But because all their ships are right here in the Adriatic, I don't have to worry about the AI putting together a fleet to come get it, because it's all right there. They don't have to. The AI has to move nothing into place. It's all in place already. And I just sent all my ships back for repair, especially the Caligula group, which took a nice little beating in the last turn. So they're back at La Spezia, and they're going to be out of commission for 3 months. So, yeah, there's that. So I am hoping for a peace deal sometime soon. We do have the score up to 94,000 now. It was at 86 prior to the last battle. Taking down that battleship did help us. Let's see if we affected their logistics at all. We did not affect their logistics whatsoever. They still have 121 ships, 13 battleships, 38 heavy cruisers, 23 lights, 15 destroyers, 32 torpedo boats, repairing 14 and building 4 more. Navy's power rating is actually higher now. It's at 89% to our 63%. They have 423,000 tons in the water to our 127,000 tons. You know, it just comes. The thought comes to mind that I'm watching Brother Monroe's series right now, and he's playing Austria, and it feels like I'm playing Brother Monroe. It feels like I'm playing against him right now, because one of the ships I just fought was actually really, really well built. It was actually scarily well built for an AI ship. So, brings to mind that I'm playing, like, the AI might be copying some people. I don't know. I don't have shared designs on. I don't have any downloaded either. So, a little scary. We do have one convoy mission this turn outside of the battle that we just fought, and we have the Imperator and light cruiser Taranto, supported by 2 allied torpedo boats out of Syria, defending 11 transports against 2 heavy cruisers, a light and a destroyer, the Innsbruck, Erzog, Friedrich, Trabant, and Alika number 8. Thankfully, the heavy cruisers are all the same weight as my light cruiser, so they are older. So hopefully the Imperator should not have any issues sinking these things, as this had 3 refits already. So let's go jump in there. Hopefully they actually fight us. I've had some convoy defense missions where they don't attack the convoy and just run away. Hopefully it's not the case on this one. Alright, we have engaged the Austrian destroyer, but it's the only ship we've seen so far. And she was right on top of us before we started engaging. And damn smoke screen. So I don't know how far ahead she is from the rest of her ships. What? Turn off your mains. I don't need you wasting shots on that destroyer. Actually, Taranto. Attach. Who the hell hit you? Or the other ship? The other ships are firing at us and I don't see them. Imperator, engage Friedrich. Turn your mains back on. Alright, so let's get out there after this destroyer. That's what your job is. You two, we're going after the heavy cruisers out here. These are Syrian allied torpedo boats, so I don't care if I lose them or not. I'll just make them buy new ones from me. And Nine's got a 1% aim, but that's her first volley out. Where did that destroyer go? There you are. And angle that way should keep her at a distance. Turn the mains back on. Realize her main. I thought I had only turned off the battleship mains. Heavy, there's the light. Keep sailing as we are. It should force them away from the convoy, which is the main objective. Main objective is actually sinking that heavy cruiser and light cruiser. But keeping them away from the convoy is just as important. Only a 3% aim with a veteran crew, really. Oh, I think it's splash interference from our transports is messing us up. I think we can slow down to 19 knots. What speed are you doing right now? 16. Probably slower than that because you should be dead in the water right now. That was a quick engine repair. We should go rejoin the Imperator. Should call these torpedo boats back until we handle the light cruisers, but like I said, I really don't care about them all that much. Can we get you in? Alright, self-deletion run. Let's go. A little closer. Don't slow down too much. Take a risk with those torps. Just put them in the water. No? Ah, we lost all of our speed. Looks like they might be running from us. The most we can make right now is 16 knots. We can't let them get away after sinking those 2 torpedo boats. That'll give them victory points. But they're probably not going to stay and fight. I'm going to chase them down for a little bit. If I catch up to them, I'll come back in. But if not, it is what it is. Alright, the light cruiser at least has turned back to engage us. Oh, there's one of the heavies. Okay, there's the Herzog. Where's the other heavy? Alright, we've got double engine damage on the Trabant. Hopefully we can put her down easily because of that. Imperator, focus your fire on the fried rig. Trieste, we're going to break you away to go after Toronto, Trieste, Toronto. We're going to break you away, keep going after the light cruiser. Flank speed, please, get around the battleship. is that other heavy cruiser? There she is. Some hits right there. Go after the Innsbruck. She's closer. She'll be easier to hit. And drop down to full. Toronto, keep going as you are. Actually, Tremont's slowed down, so we can drop you to full. 19 knots. She should be dead in the water, not making any speed. It's another one of those 7-inch cruisers that the Austrians designed. These things actually have some seriously good armor on them. 3.4 main belt, over an inch all the way around on everything else. They're actually scarily hard to kill. Good shot right there. Some forward flooding on her and finish her off. Did she take an ammo explosion? She looks like she did. She's out of a lot of her ammo. We might have exploded the ammo and I didn't notice. Where is that torpedo? Look at that streak. Look at that. It's circling around in front of us. What? I've never seen that before. I have never seen that before. Thankfully, there was not another ship in line in front of her. Let's get you up to flank speed. We're out of turn in towards them. Flank speed. Close that distance a little bit and switch over to Friedrich. I want to try and get to Toronto around in front of them and force them back onto the Imperator. So she gets some better aim with those 9-inchers. I realize what I'm trying to do here. There's our Friedrich. Oh, no, they're changing formation. That slowed them down a bit. Good. Stay on the Innsbruck. Up to full speed. Drop to full. 30% aim on the 9s. 14. Keep closing this distance in. Aim is horrible for a bunch of veterans, but at this range, it's about 4 kilometers. You know, it's still you're still talking technology. We're kind of firing over the barrels, so back up the flank. You know, they should not be running that fast right now. 9 knots is what they should be running. Somehow they're still keeping ahead of us. There we go, good hit. Let's just slow down the Innsbruck. Guns looking. Both of her 7s are still active. All of her 4s are still active, except for one aft and one forward. All of her 2s are still active. Alright, you bastards. Start firing at the Innsbruck. Let the Imperator fire her off. You gotta slow the Innsbruck down. Good hit right there. Problem is the Imperator's hitting her in areas she's already heavily damaged. It's not really doing much. Same with the Innsbruck. We're just kind of hitting her in her aft sections because they're running and turning from us. Herzog's almost done, finally. Ooh, that was a good hit on her right there at the end. I just happened to fly by and not get a good look at it. Start turning away a little, get both of our batteries to bear. Innsbruck does not look like she's going to last long once the Imperator starts aiming in on her, but she's going to be broadside to her. I really want this war with the Austrians over so I could focus on the Germans. I can't iterate that enough. That torp may actually just hit. He's going to run right down the side of her or strike. It's going to strike, but watch it be a dud. Called it. I called it. It's a dud. Starting to lay in a lot of damage on the Toronto. Now, once it's only like the one ship left, they're like impossible to put down. They start dealing like extreme amounts of damage. AP now, right? I know we're firing HE only, but that's fine. That just means we can take out the crew, but what bomb are we looking at? Yeah, I mean, unless we get some good pens, she's got 4 inches all the way around. That's a lot of armor. Like I said, it doesn't feel like the AI has been designing the ships I've been fighting. Should have another hit. Is it going to be another dud? 2 duds in a row. 2 duds in a row. The Enterprise can start putting her 9s on her, but she's out of AP ammo for her 9s. Yeah, bad angling. Was it only a 1-6 is able to face her? Yeah, we just got bad angles on everything. Another torp away. See if this one's a dud. Probably will be if it hits. Finally, a decent hit on her. Taking out a good bit of her structure, but she's just not going down. Look at how that torpedo just twisted in like that. But she wasn't a dud this time. Good. Alright, the 4 inches on the Imperator should be coming to bear now. Oh, she is flooding fast. Good. We need that. This thing does not want to go down. I know, I sound like a broken record at this point. I'm sorry. There she goes. Finally, 2%. Goodbye. Finally. The ship that did not want to die. Alright, we lost 46 men. They lost 1,510. We lost 2 torpedo boats, Estella Polari and Ariete, both belonging to Syria. We took down 2 heavy cruisers, the Herzog Friedrich, the Innsbruck, the light cruiser Trabant, and destroyer Lika number 8. Alright. Alright, Austria just had a revolution. It's December of 1909, so we're 1 turn on. So, hopefully that bodes better for us on a peace deal. And port striking an undefended port. 1,100-ton destroyers unlocked. Very good. See here like a C-class destroyer. I cannot sell you that. We were going into our refits. -14 with the Germans. Nice. I think we'll be at war with them in a turn or 2. How's the Caligula looking? Still 2 more months on repairs. Tiberius is a month in repairs. Imperata's in battle. Why is the Augustus not getting any battles? Let's put you on sea control. Alright, it's going to take me a little time to get some ships into the region over here. They got a 62% chance of success. Austria-Hungary is now a democracy. Still have not affected their logistics. Can't. Well, I can't ask for a peace deal while they're invading us, so I got to get that naval invasion ended. I just don't think keeping us from a peace deal right now. And who do I want to make? I want to make nice with the French for right now. I don't need a second war with them just yet. Not until after we deal with the Germans. Their offensive is not moving in at all. They've lost 126 men. We've lost 80,000, but they do have more men than us. And that's an issue. Do I start rushing all my light cruisers in? I don't think so. I can hold off and send my light cruisers in just yet. Looks like the Imperator is drawing another fight against 2 heavy cruisers, the Wells and the Viribus Unitus. Okay, that's not a name I'm used to seeing. Okay. And Destroyer Leakin number 33. We once again have 2 torpedo boats from Syria. How many of these things did they buy from me? They're not really useful anymore. They're just not fast enough to do what they're needed to do, especially without smoke cover. Yeah, let's jump into this one, see if I can do some more damage with the Imperator. Alright, we have engaged the Austrians out of range of around 9 to 10 kilometers. They've seen us long before we've seen them. Looks like the Imperator did not fully rearm when she was in port, even though the port's big enough for her. Seems like everything that can go wrong will go wrong. I do have my 2 torpedo boats swinging out wide. I want to try and get them behind the heavy cruisers this time while they're facing off against the battleships. See if I can't sneak them in on a torpedo run. And the crew of the Imperator is now veterans, so they should be doing some better damage than they did last time. Now, we fighting the same type of heavy cruisers. Yes, we are. This one's different. That's a protected cruiser. 3.8-inch main belt. Less than an inch on everything else, but enough to block HE. This thing's just armored. With a lot of guns. They got a veteran crew, they got a green crew, and they're getting hits on me, but I'm not getting hits on them. That is BS. And they got Mark III guns on this thing. 9's a Mark III, 6 is a Mark II, the 4's a Mark II. Veteran crew and all the best equipment. And technology for the Austrians is behind. Stay on the whites, don't switch targets. Actually, she'll be easy to sink. Do fire at her first. For you guys. Alright, start swinging in. I may not have enough ammo to defend my transports if this battle runs like the last one. Especially if they're getting hits on me and I'm not getting hits on them. Mark 1 7.3s, Mark 2 4s, Mark 2 2s, Mark 5s. Hey, we got a hit. Force them back at the battleship. We gotta try and get around them. good hit right there. Ooh, she's taking water fast. She's got like no flood protection. There's the destroyer. You guys firing at the destroyer. Ignore the heavy cruisers. Destroyer's your target. Only 11% aim with the 9-inchers. Come on. Alright, decent hit. Was any more flooding? No. Get some hits on the Lika. And of course. We had a good hit right there, but I wasn't looking. Already out of AP ammo. I gotta close her into a distance where her 4-inchers can go to work, because that's where all the ammo is right now. How many torpedo boats named the Ariete does do the Syrians have? Okay, good. Battleship's starting to get some hits in. Still flooding. But they're focused on her, so that's fine. Stay focused on her a little bit longer. Never mind, she's gone. Arietta's taking hits. She's just not going to make it in there for a run with the torpedoes. Lucky I can get a launch against the destroyer. I'm doubtful. I just want to get the torpedoes in the water. I'm forced them to... There goes that idea altogether. She's now dead in the water. That's too much flooding. If I'm lucky, I can drop the one heavy cruiser, then they'll want to break away after that. Why is our aim so bad? There we go, keep causing the flooding. I may have to disengage before I even sink one of them. That's not good. Gotta drop at least one of these ships. There we go. Or maybe not. They're gonna save her? Nope, they're not. Alright, we're gonna go... Too bad that wasn't a flood shot. We're gonna go back to screening our transports. Maybe they'll come back in again and the 4-inchers from the transports can help finish them off, but I think they might be running for it. I'm not gonna hold you here, I'll be back. Alright, we did get the end battle button just about 2 minutes after I stopped recording. We lost 12 crewmen to their 674, losing the 2 Syrian allied torpedo boats. And we sank the heavy cruiser Viribus Unitus. So, give us another 1,956 victory, 959 victory points there, 616. That could have gone so much better, but the Imperator did run out of ammo for her 9s and was running out of ammo for 6s, so it's a good thing that battle did end. Alright, it's now January of 1910, and we do have a couple of battles and convoys here generated for us. So, once again, we still do have to handle this naval invasion. Get the upgrade there, good. Still gives us $4 million to play with, but we're going to need that money for the refit, so we're going to hold off on that. I was going to put a little more into crew training, but definitely going to hold off for right now. So, the Caligula Battle Group is still 1 month away from being ready to go. So the Augustus Battle Group is on its... Not the Augustus, the Tiberius Battle Group is on its way up from the Red Sea. So it's going to take them about 2 turns to get there. There's 3 turns remaining on this invasion, so I do need them to get there. There is an 86% chance of success for the Austrians because of the amount of tonnage they have. So, and the La Spezia and the Caligula group can be there in 1 turn after they're repaired, so we can put a spoiler onto this invasion. I just hope they don't move any ships into block us right here at the opening of the Adriatic and Ionian. Because this is a big worry right now. This is a massive worry. I wasn't worried about the war with Austria at all. We are winning it at sea. We're winning it on land, and we have fought them to a standstill in the Alps. But, this naval invasion succeeds, which the Austrians should not be able to succeed at anything naval, but they are. It's not going to be good. So let's go take a look at this first battle. Alright, we have the Battleship Vulcano and the light cruiser Pompeo Magno. The Vulcano is from Romania. Going up against a lot of Sloss. I see Pola. Vulcano's an unrefit Imperator. Pompeo Magno is a Scipii with 1 refit, so she's actually pretty dangerous. So yeah, we're going to jump into this one. I usually don't like fighting my ally ships, but I do kind of need them to lose some to buy more. Where we finally spotted the Ladislaus at about a range of 11 kilometers. It sighted us long before we sighted them. And if the technology Austrians is as behind as the game says it is, they should have never spotted us before us spotting them. My 9s are still not even in range of her. She has 10.6-inch guns. They are firing at the Pompeo. Let's move her off a little bit. So I want to get her in on the light cruiser before going in against that battleship. You keep sailing directly at that battleship. These damn old-ass 9-inchers should have range, but... Once again, she has old 9-inchers. Seems a Mark 1s. Range of 9 and 9.5 kilometers, depending on the ammo. And she's 11.5 kilometers out and staying steady at that range. This is not cool. So smoke's ready to go again. Yeah, they're staying consistently out of our range. Because they are sailing away from us. The Ladislaus looks like it wants to fight us, but every time my light cruiser gets close, it seems to like want to run. So it does view my light cruiser as very dangerous. .9, slowly closing the range here. There we go. Aim is at 1%. She's coming dead at us now. Let's angle off just a little bit and keep her running dead ahead. Ignore the Ladislaus, go for the Pola. Volcano needs all the help it can get without extra splashes. She's coming straight at us. Let's drop to full speed of 13 knots and hopefully get some better aim. It's a cadet crew with very, very old stuff. And if you're wondering how old this ship was designed in 1890, it has not been refit. Pompeo does have a veteran crew, so hopefully that is the big difference here. Doesn't seem to have been telling any differences in the previous few fights. But I think we take down the light cruiser, and she's one of those 7-inch variants again. What hull is that? It's the same hull as mine, but it doesn't seem like it. There's your aim. Still at 1% aim. Really got to get in there. And she's sailing in a way that's going to keep me from getting the broadside the bear, isn't she? Lucky hit, lucky hit, lucky hit. Oh, boo. Pompeo's already taking some hits. Let's smoke up. I have to. I'll retreat the Pompeo out of the fight to preserve her and let the Romanian battleship take a beating. Some aim with her 6ers. Better aim than with the 9s. Lucky hit, lucky hit. No whammies. Boo. I think I have the Noid as a gunner. Just gotta get the mag now in closer to the pole, and then we should be able to start racking, and it hits really good. Then again, same thing for her. Green crew, but she just has a lot of guns. And if those 7s hit us, it's not going to be pretty. And Ladislaus is moving away from the Romanian battleship again. And focused on the Pompeo. So yeah, I want to try and drop the Pola and then get the Magno out. much as I want to drop this battleship. They seem to be getting some laser shots in. Magno, back to flank. Let's see if we can't get this Ladislaus to fire at you again. These things have really good armor on them. The fours are going to have an issue on it. There we go. We had a good hit. Taking down more of a crew. That's a good thing. And again, they're at 10% crew loss, 13. We're almost at 10. It's kind of a Rochambeau between these two light cruisers. Because this thing is no help at all. Like, they're straight up ignoring the Volcano here. There we go. Well, it's almost finished. There she goes. Now, let's see if we can't get a torpedo into the Ladislaus. I have a feeling she'll flood fast. Does have a good bit of armor, though. Once again, the Austrian ships have a lot more armor on them than I'm used to seeing. It looks like we actually got a good hit with the Volcano in there. You actually get a hit. We got two hits that are, one's a partial, one was an over. That's horrible. Can't throw smoke yet. I think that should do. Now that the light cruiser's out of the way and, you know, Ladislaus is unsupported, this should be a lot easier. She's not a big battleship, she's not an expensive battleship, but she's still a battleship. So I can get one flood shot on her. 7% aim, 8% with sixers. What's a reload time? Over a minute for the 9-inch guns. That is disgusting. Okay, I think it realizes I'm trying to come in for a torpedo run here. Almost 40% aim with our 4-inch guns. Good. I'm coming in for a torpedo run and watch. We're going to fire all these duds like we did the last fight. I'm starting to get consistent hits on her. 50% aim. He's talking. There you go. You finally hit 10% aim. Oh, wow. Wow. I started to switch their fire to the battleship with its bigger guns. Where are your mains aimed? No, your mains are still aimed at the light cruiser. I'm gonna do a chase and try to get a chase torpedo into her, or at least force her to turn a little more. Torpedo away. Unless she turns into it, that thing's going way off course. But she is turning in a way that's letting the Volcano get in closer for some better aim. Come on, get some hits, boys. You want me to laugh in stocks at the Romanian Navy now, do you? Percent crew loss. Not enough to take down any of her systems yet. We take out her aft main. See, nope, we did not. Ooh, did the 6 actually hit? I think it actually hit. It finally got one hit in. Almost all the damage has been done by the light cruiser. That's why they were going for it first. Light cruiser is a more dangerous ship. This battleship is just kind of here, making noise. You know, should be relegated to probably should be relegated to harbor duty to fire gun salutes whenever there's a visiting nation, such as my Navy in their harbor. Both miss. One is short, one over. We have to end the entire crew. I wonder if we have enough ammo for that. We are getting a lot of consistent hits, though. On top of her, we still don't have 50% aim. There we go, finally doing something. Keep sailing straight at her. There we go. We got the engine knocked out. Come in for a ram. See if we can sit her with a ram. Come on. Your guns are horrible. Those are useless. Oh, there she goes. I was really expecting to use a Volcano to ram her. I really was. It would have been funny. Alright, we lost 43 men. They lost 944 to Battleship Ladislas and the light cruiser Pola. Giving us 5,912 victory points to their 30. It's a $28 million ship. Volcano's a 21. They're about the same time period. Pola Zenta class is worth 9.2 million. Pompeo is, wow, she's like half the cost, but it's like bigger. Huh. It's 2,000 tons lighter, but she's like a much more dangerous ship than my light cruisers. We just happen to have a better crew. Alright, we do have another Convoy Defense here. And it's 2 my light cruisers and another torpedo boat from Syria. Another Ariete. How many Arietes do they have? I mean, computer naming convention sometimes. So we have the Sparviero, which is a Scipii class, and then the Attilio Regolo, which is a La Spezia. So I only have 3 of these because I actually accidentally built a ton of the Scipiis, even though I hadn't mentioned I built a bunch of these ones. But this is actually a little more heavily armed, even though she's 2,000 tons lighter, almost 2,000 tons lighter. She's actually got 4.9-inch guns, 12 of them to the Sparviero's 12 4-inch guns. So she's actually a little more heavily armed. Another Herzog Friedrich class heavy cruiser. These are those big boys that we've been seeing. Assault in. Okay, this is not one of those 7-inch light cruisers. She's got 10 6-inch guns. Wow. All I can say is wow, 10 6.1-inch guns? What the hell? I'm sorry, I'm just kind of reading the whole defects right now, hoping I got some type of advantage here. A lot of repair issues. Lower accuracy. She has a lot of accuracy issues, and you have a high ammo detonation chance. Okay. Well, let's jump into it. Alright, we have started the engagement at around 5 kilometers. You can see there's a lot of fog out here. So having a hard time spotting. Heavy cruisers here, light cruisers here, and destroyers up here somewhere. So I do have the Ariete running ahead trying to find that destroyer. So HE, please. And hopefully take care of her. Sparviero, I want you focused on the light cruiser while we have her sighted. Get on the heavy cruiser. You start sailing straight at them. Once again, this is one of my allies' boats, so I really could care less about it. I know it sounds horrible, but I need them to buy more. So our economy's doing very well. Oops, Sparviero just took a hit. Oh, not a heavy one, though. It's probably from the destroyer. Oh, they're stuck right on top of each other. That's perfect. Hurry up, get in there. If they stay stuck like that, we can get a good torpedo run. Henrietta just got a good hit there. And she just took a good hit. As soon as I said that, come on. As long as they're firing at her, they're not firing at the light cruisers. Actually, I need to break you off because you're slower. And send you straight ahead because she still has the 3 forward chase guns. Yep, you're dead in the water. Okay. They're still focused on you. That's what matters. They're still focused on you. I don't even think they want to go after my convoy. They just want to get away from this fight. Ooh, good hit. Ammo detonation. Beautiful. She is taking on water fast. I'm thinking ammo detonation would take out a lot more of the crew than it does. Focus on the destroyer, please. Attilio can stay focused on her. We did just unlock the technology that gives us less splash interference from each other, but it's not that big of a difference. It's like 5%. There we go. Take down that destroyer. Keep all your guns on her. Or you're just firing your casemates at her. Okay, that's fine. Spy the hero just take a hit. She did. Not bad though. Destroyer's taking a beating. Keep flooding. You know you want to go down. Basically underwater already. Come on. Another flood shot. I think it was in our aft, so it's not going to do anything. Torpedo coming in. I doubt it's going to hit though. Took out her engine, so it might just hit her, but I don't think. There she goes. Alright, Spavio, time to start turning in. Focus on the Dromedar. Tilio, focus on the Spalding. She's right there. There we go. Good hits. She may have a lot of 6.1s, but she's not hitting anything with them. Get some better aim. 3 bow guns on this light cruiser designed to do a lot of damage when you have it just right. You get all 3 guns forward. See if we can't get our bow torpedo off. We got 1.1 kilometers. We're sailing right into her torpedoes. This only has 4.5 torpedoes, too. No, you only got 2 side launchers. Okay. Torpedo away, but that is not going to strike. Start turning. She's trying to turn her torpedoes onto us. About her firing now. Well, this light cruiser's slow enough I can probably just stop her dead in the water once she fires. And there goes our starboard tube. She's not fired at hers yet, but she doesn't have an angle for that shot. That is completely missing. Not had any luck with the torpedoes this campaign so far. Sparviero just took a big hit. Probably she still has ammo in her 7s, so that's what's hit us. Torpedo hit's nice, but it's in their half section. There she goes. And she's about to take one. I don't have the speed to avoid it. We might just avoid it. No. Avoid that. Avoid it. Ooh, it was a dud. I just gotta finish off the soft then. She's taking a pounding too. Never fired her torpedoes, though. She never really angled herself to get a shot off. Now she's finished. I'm going to say, that was an interesting fight. I enjoyed this one. Very interesting fight. Alright, we lost 76 men. They lost 1,084. We lost a torpedo boat, Ariete. They lost a heavy cruiser, Dromedar, light cruiser, Sulfading, and Lika number 33. Alright, we have ourselves another small convoy defense here with 2 Mycipi class light cruisers, Dogali and Giussano. Veteran crew, seasoned crew, going up against the Wells and the Salamander. The Wells is the type of heavy cruiser that we just fought with that 7-inch gun up forward. The Salamander is that coastal defense style ship, it looks like. Or was that the Wells? No, the Wells is that coastal defense, I think. Yeah, the Salamander is the Urzog class, which we just fought. The Wells, I think, is that defense style ship. I don't know, we'll see. Let's go jump into it. Alright, we started this engagement at a range of around 7 kilometers. It seems like the spotting on my ships is getting worse and worse. Not liking that. I'm going to keep us running at flank speed for a little bit longer until we get the second heavy cruiser spotted. don't even think I've seen her fire yet. Salamander is at Urzog class. Yep, there's the other one right there. Hopefully we'll catch her with some stray shots since we don't see her. I'm trying to run us in as close as possible. No, let's smoke up right now, reduce their aim at us. It seems like the smoke issue's been fixed a little bit, but we'll see. And now we can't see them either. I want to get in closer, try to get ahead. I want to try and get a little broadside of them. These fours do not have good aim at range. Now we got both sided. Let's drop down to full speed. Pisano, you fire at the Salamander. Dogali, you stay on the Wells. Yep, the Wells is one of those coastal defense ships. These things got a ton of armor on them. All your guns on the Salamander. Do not switch targets. Torpedo into the Wells. I will take that, but keep the guns up forward. And they are lasered in. Trained crew. Trained crew. First time I'm up against two ships with trained crews. Okay. Still, fire and bearer my veterans are. Are you splitting your fire? No, you're not. All right. Yep. Let's run it back up the flank. Starting to turn away from us. I want to get right alongside. Hit her torpedo. Too bad that doesn't do a lot more damage than it does. It just looks nice. She's flooding, so that's going to slow her down. It makes things a lot easier. Chisano just took a good hit. Smoke yet. Engine back for me. What? Get your bow pointed at him. Let's get a torpedo out. Shana can still fight. She just got to get her engine back. Send out another torp. She's perfectly lined up on the Wells. There we go. Don't miss and don't be a dud. Now get a bow torp out. you. And we'll get a starboard out. See how she does with 2 torpedoes coming in from 2 different directions, possibly 3. Right by her aft section. This one's going to miss also. Darn it. It's not going to have any chance of hitting the Salamander. And we're really in a position to lay into her. Oh, we took an ammo hit. I did not see that. Start getting you out. Alright, this should do the wells in. Don't be a dud. Friggin' dud. Come on. Your sound sent down north of torpedo. Probably not going to hit. Nope, it started angling at my... Look at that, starting to angle at my cruiser. Oh, shit. Too late to avoid it. Ooh, dud. Fire your aft launcher. Swing back around. Swing away from the Salamander. We'll let the Salamander go, but we can definitely finish. She's burning on every deck. How is she not surrendered? There goes our friendly torpedo running next to us. Turn harder. She should be surrendered to extensive fires. I don't know why it doesn't do that anymore. They nerfed some of the surrender mechanics in the last update, and they way over nerfed them. They buffed them, however you want to say it, but they made it ridiculous. I wonder where our aft tube did not fire. Where the hell is that torpedo going? Probably going to force her crew to surrender before anything else. 62% crew losses. She's flooding all along her decks now. Okay. She is finished. Let's start moving back towards our transports, and we'll let the Salamander go. Actually, you know what? Forget that. Not happening. We're going after it. If it wants to run away, it means it doesn't want to fight. We still got ammo. Plenty of it. Dogali is not damaged. not going to strike. Still got 3 shots left, so. And she is flooding. Okay, it's a good thing we turned back on her. She's not taking the damage easy. She just launched. There it is. Ooh, ooh, that was close. That was close. Trying to get a good broadside picture here, but I don't think I'm going to get one. And that was a dud. Everything's got to be a dud. You know those won't be. Of course they weren't. Alright, boys, just sit there and Rochambeau this out. Let's see who goes down first. And they're at 25% crew loss. We're at 15. Once again, she is burning everywhere. Literally every hole is on fire and not surrendering. So I'll start swinging back just in case. You got 3-inch guns. We'll use them. We are putting this damn heavy cruiser down. This is a grudge battle. That's what this is. This is a grudge fight. This is one for the Book of Grudges if you're a Warhammer fan. We don't have that much of a list, and we're having a hard time firing. AI ships can be halfway into the water and still fire. I think that's it. There she goes. Finally. That was a grudge fight right there at the end. That's like, who can get more shots in? Alright, the Galleys, minor damage. Chusano, same. We lost 137 men. They lost 1,092. The 2 heavy cruisers, Salamander and Wells. Salamander went down, did not go down without a fight. I thought she was going to go down without a fight at first, and then all of a sudden, boom. Proved me wrong. Gave us another 2,985 victory points there, 60. Alright, and best for last. I didn't realize it, but we have our Battleship Duel here. With the Imperator going up against the Frederick. So the Imperator, once again our oldest battleship with the 2 dual 9-inch guns, 4 single 6-inch guns, and 12 4-inch guns. Going up against the Frederick, which has 2 dual 10.6s, 12 single 5s, and 6 single 4s. Neither battleship has torpedoes. Ours doesn't actually have any flaws on it, which is amazing, but the Frederick's does has a lot of them. And a lot of it has to do with accuracy. Seeing a big accuracy debuff. I wonder if that's going to be a difference. We'll see once we get in. And they have a green crew to our veteran crew. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm really interested to see how this goes. It's just mano a mano right here. Alright, so we just had the battleship spotted. We just lost sight of it. It's at a range of around 12 kilometers. So what's the range on our 9s? We do have 15-kilometer range with the upgraded 9s. We do have Mark 3s on here. And once again, the Imperator did not fully restock on ammo before she went back out of port. So we don't have many rounds for the 9s. I do have her set to save on the main guns. I do have the secondary set to normal, even though the 6s don't have a lot of AP ammo. We do have to get this thing sighted. I feel like I'm just going to try and stay out of our range. Until I get her sighted, I don't know what her speed is. We only make 16 knots at flank speed. It's probably going to take us a little while here to catch up to her, if we ever do. She may just be running from us, which is a possibility. I don't think it should be. It's a battleship on Battleship Duel, but it just might be because we still don't have it sighted. We should at this point. So I'm going to keep chasing her. Hopefully she'll fight us. I don't know. Alright, it's taken... I've been sitting here for about 15 minutes trying to catch up to the Frederick, and she's finally turned into us. Like I said, I do have the 9 set to save, so they're not firing yet. So I should drop the full speed. There's a shot from the 9. 3% aimed. So she's not going to get... Because she's on safe, she's not going to fire unless she has some good aim. Our 6s are hitting. Doesn't look like they're doing much in the way of damage. That armor she's rocking. 11-inch belt. She's not as heavily armored as us, but her guns will rip through our armor. I think as long as we're consistent. She has no HE ammo. She only has AP. Interesting. But she has a lot of it. She has 123 rounds, so she's got plenty of volleys for her guns, whereas we don't. None of those hit. Got you on save fire for a reason. Don't make bad shots. Try and close in the distance a little bit here. 30% chance to hit on this salvo. Give me a hit. Give me a hit. Boom! Beautiful shot. That just ripped into her structure real nicely, right in the center of the ship. So I think she was running from us and decided that she couldn't run anymore. She only has 10% aim. Hopefully she keeps missing and we can get a few more shots in with the 9. 30% aim. Come on, give me another good hit. Damn it. I think we're heading bow into where she's going to have a harder time hitting us. Alright, 40% aim, 42. That's what I want to see. But we are out of AP ammo. One was... Look at that shell bounce. That's beautiful. Shell completely missed. nice if that one big hit it detonated what was left of her ammo. Well, actually, what we need is a flood shot so we get it even closer. 47% aim, heading into 50. We're closing in. Another bounce from the 6-inchers. Beautiful hit. But it's HE, it's not going to do much. Reload speed at 21 seconds with these 9-inch guns. Right there, good. Problem is we're not going to get any flood shots. We got to get the 4-inchers in there firing AP. They're firing HE right now. 6-inchers are firing AP. They just got to hit a little more consistently. They are casemates. Good hit. Once we run out of ammo for the 9s, we'll have to call this fight. Unless we get an ammo dead on her, I don't think we're going to do anything. I'll have it back up to 15 knots. Gonna mess with her aim a little bit, but she's starting to open the distance. Design speed of 18 knots, so she's got the a little faster than us. So unless we do some engine damage, but she is flooding now. Looks like the 6-incher's got a flood shot in. Back down to full. There we go. Run that aim up. Same with the 6ers. They're getting close to 50%. Beautiful. I think I got a good shot right there. Alright, 29 rounds left, 27. She's only at 21% crew loss, that's an issue. But she is losing damage control. Not much, but she's starting to lose it. So yeah, she definitely was running away from us. I need the Emperor to sit in dock for at least 1 or 2 turns to get a full ammo reload. There we go. 14%. 3%. There she goes. She actually went down easier than those heavy cruisers did. Oof. Here I thought I was going to be chasing her, taking ghost shots. And she only hit me the one time when we were chasing her, and that was a bounce. And only lost 17 crewmen in that fight, amazingly. So we lost 17 men, they lost 711 in the Battleship Frederick, giving us another 4,498 victory points here at 12. Frederick was worth 28 million. How much is the Imperator worth? 29 million. So we're actually $1 million more, even though she's a more heavily armed ship. Now, I could have sworn going into this fight that said this was a 10,000 ton battleship and showed me 9,191 tons. I could have sworn this was a heavier ship when I looked at it at the start. Alright. Alright, I think we did just have ourselves a good couple of fights. Nice long term because of all those fights. It's now January of 1910, so I do believe we're going to leave this episode off here so we can open up with the refits on next episode. And hopefully get some of our ships up into this invasion zone and stop the Austrians. It's still got 3 turns to go. It'll be 4 turns when the... this fleet might take 2 turns to get there. We're going to be cutting it down to the wire, especially with the Caligula still in repairs. So we're going to be cutting it to the wire, trying to stop this invasion. Still at 86% chance of success, even with all the ships that we just dropped. Because they got a lot of ships in the region. Pula's got nothing in port. That's 71,000 tons there. Oh, they only need 49.5 for this invasion, so... How the hell do they have an 86% success chance? I would need 100,000 tons for the 86% chance. 71,000 tons, I'd barely have this invasion running. What the hell? Why is my battleship, the Augustus, not generating any fights? Alright, we're going to put the Augustus into the water right over here at this fleet. We got to do something to spoil this. She's not designed to fight this many ships. You know what? That's a bad idea. That's just me being cranky. That's me being grumpy. That's just a bad idea. I'll lose the Augustus if I do that. I kind of need her extra tonnage just for future invasions. So, yeah, don't let the grumpiness get you. Don't let it. And when the hell did we start invading Chad? Apparently like 2 turns ago. Okay. Okay. Like I said, it's a good place to end this episode. I'm kind of rambling on a little bit here. So once again, if you're a new viewer, return viewer, you're not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember hit that bell icon so the next video comes out. Following along in the series and enjoying it, don't forget to drop an AP shell into that like button, HE shell into that comment section. And I'll see you all at the next episode. Stay grumpy.